I chose directions at random, my only goal to gather my thoughts and impede his agenda, whatever it was. We walked out of the courtyard and into the ramshackle fortress built of a jumble of incongruous architectures. Zenek said nothing more, seeming content to watch me and wait and walk. The multitude of rooms held a dizzying array of furnishings, whose style was as incoherent as my thoughts. Some spaces were luxurious and populated by shades involved in either banal or incomprehensible activities. Debris and dust filled others. The armories disappointed me most in their state of neglect. I took a deep breath, aching to speak. "My family, my clan," I began, "are fighting and dying even now." Another lump closed my throat. I swallowed hard. They were betrayed. By me, I thought, but refused to say aloud. Through a set of tall windows, I watched 4 more angels of death carrying new souls down into the underworld. 4. Bad luck. They were too far away to recognize. Or perhaps my sight had become inexplicably blurry. I blinked hard until my vision cleared. The angels and new shades were gone. I didn't look at Zenek. I didn't want to see understanding or pity or, worse, nothing at all in his face. I waited for him to speak, struggling to maintain an even pace, not really seeing the bizarre spectacle of the odd palace anymore. He guided me gently as we walked, but still said nothing in reply. "They're suffering because of me," I said at last, when my throat finally relaxed. "I failed. I have to make it right. Send me back so I can save them." Zenek tilted his head in a bird-like fashion. "You don't strike me as the sort of woman who would betray anyone, least of all kith and kin." He gestured to my weapons and armor with his free hand. "You died fighting." I shrugged with a rattle of armor, not trusting myself to speak more. "Then," he said, "warriors would say that you died well. That entitles you to a comfortable afterlife." He pointed into a library filled with books and tables and comfortable divans piled with silken pillows. "This is your home now." He gestured to encompass the underworld. "All of this, whatever you desire." Unable to answer, I glanced from room to room as we walked, not really seeing any of the finery or disrepair. "There's not a fucking thing here I want." When at last his patience had expired, Zenek said, "If you could be queen of the underworld, could you find a way to be happy here?" That was absurd. He was absurd. It was the sort of nonsense people said to be polite. I shook my head. Frazzles of unruly black hair tickled my cheeks, kindling my ire. Conjuring rage for my enemies, I pushed disappointment down deep. Nothing else matters to me if I can't save my family. Risking a glance at his face, I found the pity I feared there. It punched me in the gut. "Don't look at me that way." I stopped walking and ripped my arm from his grasp. "I know your legends from the tales. The litanies forbid it, but you make deals with mortals all the time. Make a deal with me,